Hello, everybody. Um, Today I'm going to talk about something that I feel that needs to be addressed. Something that I wonder why this that needs to be addressed. Sorry about that. I'm going to talk about something that I feel that needs to be addressed and that I feel that people need to understand and listen. For the past 10 plus years, we've all us as a Superman fan base, kind of had this debate on who we felt had delivered the best portrayal of Superman. I will start off by saying that I have nothing against Henry Cavill. I think he's a good dude. I think he's a very good actor. And while I enjoyed his portrayal of Superman, he really didn't feel like Superman to me. I mean, I'm not saying he was given the worst material, but he really wasn't in a lot of ways given the proper material to work with. But I'd say I mostly blame Warner Brothers for not allowing him to give us for him to really showcase his potential. More so than James Gunn. I think James Gunn was the right thing to do to move on from him because the original heads of Warner Brothers really didn't give him much of a chance to shine, and he felt that Superman really wasn't properly represented. So for that, I applaud James Gunn. But with that being said, though, I don't think it's really that close. I know he wasn't the first actor to portray Superman, but he's still regarded to this day in the year 2023 as the face of Superman. For you guys who don't know who the hell I'm talking about the late and great Christopher Reeve. His portrayal of Superman still to this day stands the test of time. Is still widely, if not probably, universally beloved to this day by moviegoers, by Superman fans, by comic book fans, by superhero fans, you name it. He is beloved. His portrayal of the character is beloved and legendary for a wide variety of reasons. Now, to me, why I think Christopher Reeve is still the best Superman by far, because he was given the proper material, and his performance really embodied the core essence of Superman. Well, I'm not saying Superman can't be nor isn't relatable, but he's not meant to be relatable. He's meant to be a person you aspire to be. He's meant to be an inspirational figure that gives out hope and optimism rather than instilling fear through vengeance. That's what makes Superman such a legendary and iconic character. Now, when you hear Christopher Reeve deliver the line, "I fight for true justice in the American way," well, part of you may think that's corny as hell, but the way he delivers, like, yeah, that's Superman. As corny as it is, that's what Superman is. And he's sincere about it. Plus, in how he portrayed the whole Clark Kent Superman dynamic, which has been constantly been made fun of and parodied for so many years in our pop culture. But at the same time, as far as I'm concerned, it's still one of the best disguises and alter egos in comic book and fictional history. And if you really go watch his portrayal, you're like, wow, he really nailed that dynamic between Clark Kent and Superman, which has also been explored in the 2003 Superman comic written by Mark Waid and drawn by Lily Yu called Superman Birthright, where it literally explains how Superman conceals his identity as Clark Kent. Excuse me. Um, you know, Henry Cavill was a good Clark Kent, but he didn't really feel like Clark Kent. We didn't see the bumbling buffoon. We didn't see a guy that was clumsy. We didn't see a guy that was shy, geeky, nerdy, unsure of himself. We didn't see that. You know what I mean? We didn't see that. And I don't really blame Zack Snyder for that, but, you know, I'm sorry. We did see a nerd, because if you remember in Batman v, there was a scene in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice where Lawrence Fishburne's Perry White called him a nerd. But we really didn't see that much of it. You know what I'm saying? So, Um, but anyway, Christopher Reeves, his portrayal is still widely regarded as the best portrayal of Superman we've ever seen, not just in the movies, but in general. Like his portrayal among actors and voice actors is still held in such high regard. And I'm not saying no actor could try to should use that as their inspiration, but excuse me. I'm sorry, I thought I was about to sneeze there. Um, anyway, I mean, Christopher Reeve, his performance was great. I mean, even the last two Superman films that he did were atrocious. He still delivered a memorable performance as that character. And, but, and that's where I think, David Cornsweet, once James Gunn presents him and gives him the proper material, he could be a good Superman. He could probably be truly the best Superman we've had, well, more especially on the big screen, since Christopher Reeve. And honestly, Christopher Reeve was such a good actor and a good man, and his portrayal of Superman will always go down in history as one of the greatest portrayals of one of the greatest performances in cinema history. I mean, his performance as Superman is legendary. And, you know, I don't understand why even a lot of these Superman fans today don't understand that. Like, his performance set the standard, set the standard. Like, yeah, Kirk Allen was good, George Reeves was good, but when you look at Christopher Reeve, he did it the best. He was charismatic, he was optimistic, he was genuine, he kind of had that bit of an innocence feel. He had that charm, and he was so freaking good as that character. Like when he tells the officer after he captures the thief that was climbing on top of a building, he was like, "They say confession is good for the soul. I listen to this, man." Sorry about this, guys. I'm getting a lot of texts and emails. Anyway, his performance is legendary. And if for those of you who haven't seen but want to see the first two Christopher Reeve Superman movies, especially the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2, I massively recommend it. They are absolute classics and gems. Anyways, peace out.